Most people miss their entire life without even realizing it. Their body is here, but their mind is somewhere else, either replaying yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. Life keeps moving forward, moment by moment, but mentally, many of us are stuck in places that no longer exist or places that have not yet arrived. We show up physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, we are absent. And without realizing it, we miss the only place where life can actually be lived. That is right now. Here is the difficult truth most people avoid. You can be alive and still not truly living. Because while your heart is beating and your lungs are breathing, your mind may be trapped in two dangerous territories: the past or the future. Let's start with the past. Some people live there permanently. They replay old mistakes like a broken record spinning endlessly in their mind. They revisit conversations they wish they handled differently. They remember opportunities they missed. They relive decisions they wish they could have done. So regret becomes their silent companion. If only becomes the anthem. If only I had said this, if only I had done that, if only I had known better. And slowly, regret becomes a heavy backpack they carry everywhere. Into new relationships, into opportunities, into new chapters of their life. But here's something important we often forget. The past cannot be edited. It can only be interpreted. When you constantly relive what went wrong, you turn lessons into life sentences. Yes, mistakes hurt. Yes, some memories stink like old wounds that reopen when touched. But the purpose of the past was never to imprison you. It was meant to teach you. The past is a classroom, not a prison cell. So growth begins the moment you say, "It happened, I learned, and now I'm moving forward." Because holding on to yesterday does not fix it. It only steals today. Now let's look at the future. Some people are not trapped in the past. They are trapped in tomorrow. Their minds are constantly racing ahead of life. What if I fail? What if everything falls apart? What if I'm not ready? What if something goes wrong? And before anything even happens, their mind begins to create disasters. The future becomes a movie screen where the imagination plays worst-case scenarios over and over again. Anxiety grows from events that have not even happened. They worry about conversations that may never occur. They fear problems that may never arrive. They panic about outcomes that are still unwritten. Now, don't misunderstand this. Planning is wise, dreaming is powerful, preparation is necessary. But fear-driven anticipation drains the life out of the present. When your mind lives too far in the future, your peace begins to disappear. Because worrying about tomorrow does not prepare you for it. It only exhausts you before you even get there. The future isn't built by worry. The future is built by action. And action only happens in one place: today, right now. Which brings us to the most overlooked place in human life: the present moment. Quiet, simple, ordinary, and yet unbelievably powerful. This is where life actually unfolds. This is where conversations happen, where laughter happens, where love happens. This is where decisions are made. This is where progress begins. Gratitude lives here. Peace lives here. Growth lives here. When you are truly present, something beautiful begins to happen. You start noticing the small miracles of ordinary life. A meaningful conversation with someone you care about, the calm beauty of sunset, the laughter of a friend, the lessons hidden inside failure, the quiet opportunities to try again. Presence transforms how you experience life. Instead of reacting emotionally to everything, you begin to respond thoughtfully. Instead of living in fear, you begin to build. Instead of drowning in regrets, you begin to appreciate. Being present does not mean ignoring the past, and it does not mean neglecting the future. It means balance. Learn from yesterday, prepare for tomorrow, but live today. Because here is the powerful truth most people forget. You cannot act in the past. You cannot act in the future. You can only act now. Your power has always been in this moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, now. So pause for a moment and ask yourself an honest question. Where is my mind living? Is it stuck behind me? Is it racing ahead of me? Or is it fully engaged right here? The more you focus on what is instead of what was or what might be, something incredible begins to happen. Regret loosens its grip. Anxiety begins to soften. Your mind becomes clearer. Your heart becomes lighter. And life begins to feel real again. Because today is not a waiting room. It is not a rehearsal. It is not a punishment for yesterday. Today is life, happening in real time. So be here for it, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because life is not happening yesterday. Life is not happening tomorrow. Life is happening right now. And this moment is the only place where life can truly be lived.